Hi everybody, my name is Mark and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to go over some seeding because we are now heading into spring here in South Africa, so I decided that some seeding would be needed. We are pretty much in the middle of August and the first of spring is our spring day. 1st of September, sorry. So to start it off, I've got normal 6-lot nursery little planters. You can pick them up from any nursery, or some hardware shops might also carry them as well if they've got a nursery attached to their hardware shop. So I have pre-mixed some sand and compost together, which I'm going to use for this video. So yeah, let me go over how I do it. So I normally just use straight from my garden, but because my garden is not the greatest of soil, I add a little bit of compost to it. So all I want to do is I want to go over and fill each tray up just a little bit, not all the way. And any grass and stuff I pick up, because like I said, I take it from my garden, I toss out, because you definitely don't want roots of other plants growing inside there. And I filled that one up too much, but let's go over everything and then I'll re-level them. Okay, so I will be doing 5 different types of seeds today. I'm going to be doing some cucumbers, some chives, some squash, and some beetroot and beans. So now that my trays are semi-full, let's level them out, but you don't want them completely full. So like this one has got too many full ones, so I'll take a bit of sand there and just mix it over. Like I said, remove any of the roots I see. And just level them out. I'll give you a better view of how I like to level them once I've got them all more or less set up. You can also get trays of 9 from some nurseries if you're lucky, but in my case I only have trays of 6. So like I said, I don't want them all the way full to the very top, as you can see there. I like to leave at least a finger gap in there. Not me push my finger in, just a finger gap from the top to the soil. So with us heading into spring, like I said, we want to get all our spring fruits planted. And beans are a good spring to summer seed. And what I want to do is I want to try get at least 2 seeds per planter, per holder, what do you want to call it. For the very reason is they won't all grow, but if they do all grow, I can always separate it later, because these are only seeding trays. They're not, they will be removed from these trays once they reach an adult size. So all you want to do is you just want to take the topsoil, just push them in lightly with your thumb or finger and just cover them, like so. And put the remaining seeds back in there. These seeds are what's left over from last season, and in this video I'm only covering the seeding method. I will do a later video on their growth and progress and then transplanting them as well. But for this video it's purely seeding. So once again, with the pumpkin, just going to do 2 seeds each. You can put more than 2, but it's a 50-50 success rate on mine. So if, like I said, if there is two, I will remove them. If there isn't, then I will come back at a later stage and sort that out and just replace as needed. Come on. I'm trying very hard not to drop them, and the wind is not playing games with me here today. Yep. Now we're going to do some cucumbers. So once again, 2 to 3 in each hole. In that case there was 4. So that's the cucumbers ones done. And like I said, all you want to do is just push them in and just cover them lightly with the soil. You must remember you've got to keep watering this thoroughly. Depending on your climate, you want to keep the soil nice and moist, so depending on your climate you're looking at 1, maybe just 2 times a day. I do also put mine inside a tray as well. Which I don't submerge in water, but I do have water at the bottom of the tray because I actually live in a very hot climate. So there's a lot of humidity, but it tends to dry the soil out on top. So now I'm doing beetroot, which is extremely tiny seeds, so I'm going to just scatter them slightly more. And yeah, just cover them up like so. Remove any weeds and roots that I may have picked up along the way. And lastly, I want to do some garlic chives. So these are all going for your spring to summer, except for your garlic chives. You can actually do them all year round, but I'm doing it all one time. These seeds are extremely tiny. I actually have a really hard time with these because of the size of the seed, and my big fingers do not work well for them. So all I want to do is just scatter them nicely and evenly. But the garlic chives, they don't actually grow like big plants, so you can actually put a lot of them together. And then once again, all you want to do is just press them into the soil and cover them nicely. And like that, that is my seeding done. You can, if you want to, you can take a little bit of extra soil and just top them up ever so slightly. But like I say, you want to keep the soil moist and you don't want to let them dry out. So you can put them under humidity domes if you want to. If you've got like a mini greenhouse, that also works just as well. But for me, I'm just going to put them in a shady spot under a tree where they will get some sun in the afternoon. Because our morning sun and lunchtime sun is actually very hot, which will not do well for my seeding. So yeah, that's why I'm currently seeding under a tree, because it's very hot today. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see everybody in the next one where we do an update on these seeds. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.